Look,
Should Keir Starmer go? That's basically it.
Yeah, that's the question. Look, I'm generally a pretty forgiving person, and I think our politics is poorer for its lack of empathy. I think most people should not be defined by the worst thing that they've ever done in their lives, and most people deserve a second chance. I do, however, have some moral boundaries, and one of them is that I think it is wrong to have sex with children, and I wouldn't want to be friends with anyone that did that, and I certainly wouldn't want to work with them. If I did, I think you'd all be asking me questions, and they'd be valid ones. That is apparently now a fringe position for some people at the top of the Labour Party, which is an extraordinary thing to be able to say. I don't know about you, I don't know any paedophiles, I don't know anyone that's run a global sex trafficking ring. These are extraordinary things that we're talking about here. And not only that, and I should be clear, that there's some brilliant journalism that my colleagues at the New Statesman have done over the last couple of days. Our political editor, Alva Ray, has reported that not only did the people at the top of the Labour Party know about this, and that's because this information was available on Google. They don't need the security services to tell them it.
When you say this, because there's a whole slew of information coming out, but I think you're referring specifically to the fact that there were photographs of Mandelson with Epstein, and the fact that he stayed in his house
whilst he was in prison. Whilst he was in prison. And they didn't think that that was disqualifying. They thought, actually, this is our guy. This is our guy that we're going to elevate to the most prestigious diplomatic posting that we have. We're going to make him our man in Washington. And not only that, we're going to bring him back to London every so often to advise us on cabinet reshuffles. And actually, when we're choosing our candidates for the 2024 general election, we're going to let him input on that too, because we think he's a great judge of character. Like, come on. I just add, Keir Starmer promised a few things when he was trying to become Prime Minister. You may remember the Labour Party manifesto had one word on the front. It just said change. He made a really big deal about standards in public life. Really big deal of it. And fair play, right, after the sort of moral atrocities of austerity, the COVID contracts, the way that the Tories ran the country, you can understand why he did that. If you're going to stand on the steps of Downing Street and promise that to the British people and then do this, what does that say about you? What does that say about you?
Let me bring